Hey everybody, it's me, Daniel Hutchins, and today we are talking about an article again from our friend Screen Rant. Yep, Screen Rant. So today from Screen Rant, we are talking about Venom. Yep, we're talking about Venom again. So Venom 2 has topped Black Widow opening weekend box office record. Okay, so Venom Let There Be Carnage has beaten Black Widow's opening weekend box office record and is the biggest opening weekend in the U.S. since 2019. Okay, so this was from an hour ago. So here we go. Venom Let There Be Carnage has beat Black Widow's opening weekend box office record. Venom Let There Be Carnage is the sequel to 2018's Venom and has Tom Hardy return in the role for Eddie Brock in Venom, the symbiote alien that attaches itself to the human journalist. Hardy is joined by Woody Harrelson as the fan-favorite villain Cletus Cassidy Carnage, with Naomi Harris taking on the role of another symbiote character, Shriek. Okay, so Black Widow was the first MCU film to be released post-pandemic, which came with a day-and-date release in theaters and on Disney Plus Premier Access. The film did well at the box office, but underperformed in relation to previous Marvel films, as well as adding the pressure of a lawsuit with Johansson, who recently settled with Disney. By contrast, the latest MCU film, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, has performed exceptionally at the box office and did so without the Premier Access debut. Now, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings is now on its way to crossover with a $400 million global amount, having already passed Black Widow domestically. Okay, so related to this article is Venom 2 wasted She-Venom again. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. So now comes word via deadlines that Venom Let There Be Carnage has bested out Black Widow's pandemic opening weekend record, taking in $90.1 million. Black Widow's record was $80.8 million, the new record in post-pandemic times. But Venom Let There Be Carnage is now at the top. The first Venom film overperformed at the box office as well, debuting at $80.2 million and making $856 million worldwide. Now, by the end of its run, all by guaranteeing the sequel, Venom Let There Be Carnage is now also the second best ever opening for a month of October, sitting just behind the Warner Bros. Joker, which sits at $96.2 million. Okay, so directed by Andy Serkis, Venom Let There Be Carnage is another joint Sony-Marvel film, which leaves the door open for brands to cross-pollinate if they so desire, while also allowing Sony to develop its own Spider-Verse of films, upcoming films in the universe that may not be jointly in the MCU include December Spider-Man No Way Home, a sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Morbius, and Kraven the Hunter. With many more in development, the performance of Venom Let There Be Carnage this weekend will no doubt lead to be the third film in the series, and much more from Spider-Man adjacent films over at Sony. For those that don't know, the popularity of not only Venom, but the main villain Carnage is not that big of a surprise. Carnage has been a fan-favorite character on the pages of comics for decades, and fans have been chomping at the bit to see him realized from the big screen. Like Marvel's Deadpool, the Venom characters tap into the fan base that goes beyond the comics, generating a visual presence of lore that can't be ignored, as well as the anti-hero stance that makes them far more compelling than your standard heroes are at the norm for these films. If anything, Venom Let There Be Carnage success shows that audiences are game for more than a standard hero journey stories, and open to be more complex or even silly comic book films that can exist on both planes. So there you go, guys. That is just a little bit of some information about Venom 2. If you want to know what the other Spider-Man movies are, Spider-Man No Way Home is in December 17th, 2021. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 is in October 7th of 2022. Morbius is January 21st of 2022. And Kraven the Hunter is January 13th, 2023. If you guys like this content, again, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and hope to see you in a couple more videos throughout the week, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.